You had Hulk Hogan's first match in WWF back when he was still a heel in Madison Square Garden. Any
Yeah,
memories of that?
yeah. Well, that was great. I mean, that was it was actually my last match. I was, it was I'd been there. I don't know, like not quite a year, but I was going to go back to Mid South, and I remember Vince Senior coming to me and he says, we've got, we've got a lot of big hopes for this guy, and he says, I want you to get him over. And I asked him, I said, well, how do you want me to do it? And he just looked at me and he said, Ted, he says, I trust you. He says, I know you'll do it. You'll do it well. And I did. And I put him over. And that was what was funny, is that I was the baby face and he was the heel. And afterwards, the Hulkster, he thanked me, and he told me then, he said, you know how much I appreciate this. He says, I owe you one. And then I saw him again. It wasn't, I can't remember, so he goes on to become this big star. I saw him somewhere else, and the next time I saw him, he looked at me and he said, I still owe you one. And so then, of course, when I went back to work, for them in '87, that time when I saw him, he says it's payback time. And of course, the rest is history.
And for fans that don't know, I mean, I've wrestled a bit. Your first match in the territory is so important. And if you had somehow blown that for him, it could have ruined his whole run.
Yeah.